And we are live. Whew. Pour some drink real quick. Let some people hop in here and just hang out. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. We had a busy one, that's for sure. Not sure if anyone else is live right now. I haven't really checked. Nope, doesn't appear so. Since we're starting late, we'll go ahead and do an old school live. What's up, Gary? Posted a link just in case everyone wants to hop in. Old school live, hang out, chat, talk about everybody's holiday. Tried to hop in yesterday before Blues, but I wasn't able to. I was hanging out with my kids. Hope you had a good Christmas, Gary. My parents got me this little detailing creeper from Harbor Freight, which is pretty nice. Merry Christmas, Rich. Hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I didn't do my light display, guys, this year. I have a strike that expires on the 4th, and I didn't want to jeopardize that and then actually have a real problem with the channel, because if you get a strike or something, they start limiting your uploads and lives and stuff like that. And I haven't really been doing too many lately because of work, but you just don't want to be limited. It was really good, Gary. My boys had a blast, excuse me. Every year, obviously, when you got kids, right, you want them to have great memories. And every year you you say, I'm going to set a budget, and then you completely just blow it out of the water. So we went way over the top probably. But they had a good time. Got some cool stuff. The stuff they wanted. Both got TVs for the rooms. There was a good deal on Black Friday. So we got TVs for the rooms, and then some other stuff they liked. Maddox got a little Maisto model Cobra. That's a 2003 Cobra. So he really likes that. But yeah, it was a great Christmas. Just hung out, got to see family. My in-laws were here for actual Christmas Day, and then today we just went down to my parents. We went up to my parents' place to have a second Christmas with them. My boys are actually going to medieval times with them, so they're going to enjoy that. Yeah, we're talking about next year. We might want to just do a trip, not necessarily on Christmas Day, before Christmas, after Christmas, but do a family trip, because we're talking about it. And that's a philosophy my parents went with. They're never going to remember what they got. You're not going to remember what you got when you were 10 years old, but you will remember the trip you took with your dad or your grandparents to do some XYZ, right? So that's the plan. Yeah. I'm probably going to have to delete this live afterwards, because I'm going to show you guys something. And, I've got a very smart 9-year-old who's found the live streams and has sifted through the information to find what he wants. But so we were supposed to hold on. Let me text my father, make sure my son's not on his phone. My son's with my father, so I want to show you guys some top secret information here. But before I share it, I want to make sure my son doesn't have his phone, because I'll probably just delete this live later. But yeah, we got some updates. some disappointing stuff. I don't know if we talked about it. No, I didn't go live. So some disappointing stuff happened. So we'll talk about that. But then, it's going to be all good here in a week or two. Watching. There we go. Yeah, top secret stuff. Got some good stuff. Some confidential information that's come in from the outside channels. All right. Is he going to reply to my phone? Bad thing is, so I can see if my father's online, but I can't see if my son's online. I need to get the family tracking app or whatever it is. Hey, what's up, Kendrell, man? I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. I also was always thinking I'd never have one. So don't give up. And right now, honestly, the prices of stuff are coming down a lot. You guys want to hear something soul crushing? So I bought my camper last year in January. Or no, January this year, right? The 2024 model's been released, and the price from the showroom floor is $2,000 cheaper than I paid. So kills me because I can get a brand new one now cheaper than what I owe on the one I just got. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys some pics here in a second. MGI's been killing it, but let's see. All right, hopefully he's not awake, but so we were supposed to. There was a grand plan, okay, and the new Mustang for the channel was supposed to have been here on 23rd. So I could have revealed it to my kids on Christmas or the 23rd, whenever. But that was the plan initially. Unfortunately, the painter got bogged down, and he had not finished painting the car. He's painted the car. There's spoiler, hood, bumper, some extra pieces that he had to finish painting, buffing, and all that. He hadn't finished, and so the car's not done. And rather than, I was not trying to rush, MGI's doing me a solid, selling me the car. I'm not in a rush to get it. And, so when it's ready, it's ready. But it sounds like the plan right now is, what's today? It's in 2 weeks. Wait, 2 weeks? A little over 2 weeks. All right. So 2 weeks. And this is where we sit. So I've showed you guys a few of these things. We'll scroll through them. And if there's some information that doesn't pertain, don't worry about it. Let's see. And you guys are welcome to hop in the panel. Hold on, let's see. Some of these you guys may have seen. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Man, I suck at scrolling on these things. Oh, there we go. Let's get some paint. Those last few pieces that need it. And then this is what I got sent today, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear this thing fire. Hold on a sec. My phone's doing something silly. Cancel. Card. All right, here we go. She looks in there, guys. Just a battery missing and a few more knickknacks. And we should be hearing this thing crank soon. And I'll probably, oh shoot. It's gonna be. I'm gonna make sure I do like a full video on that because I want to show my kid. I want to get my kids' reactions. I think my reaction's gonna be just as good. But I really want to get my kids' reactions because they've been asking me about when this thing's coming, and I'm so excited, so excited. I can't wait to be back in a Fox. Next week on the 30th, we're going. There's the USS North Carolina. If anyone lives in North Carolina, we're doing a cruise to the battleship. And it was supposed to be a Fox body cruise, but I think it's been open to a couple other Mustangs. Because I straight up told them, I was like, look, I'm coming regardless, and I'm going to take the boss. But it should be a good time. We'll get some good footage from that. USS North Carolina is awesome. My uncle's the chief engineer on board, so that works out really well. We'll go down there for a nice little Mustang ride. But anybody get anything good for their cars for Christmas or anything awesome for Christmas that's kind of off the wall? Kendrell, have I seen you in here before? I feel like I've seen that name. You've seen your name before, sir. Remind me who you are if you have been in here. Or if you're local to me or something like that. Yeah, I'm taking mine down tomorrow. I'm taking down as much stuff as I can tomorrow, Anthony. I don't want to be doing that crap anymore. Oh, I got you. No worries, Kendrell. No worries, man. Well, welcome here, dude. This is kind of usually, I like to talk about what's going on in the channel, but today is just kind of like a hangout kind of day. Yeah, I saw he had footage of Kane, Anthony. I saw him put up the short of Kane's car running. I was like, oh, I know where Connor is. Oh, I'm sure I'd have a blast with Connor. Yeah, I want to do another track day next year, a couple track days if I can, but it's all work dependent. New work schedule is very busy, very busy. Anthony, we need to talk on the outside on what you do for the service because I'm very curious now because of what I'm doing here. I got a 5-inch Equus tachometer for the Fairmont. Nice, Gary. Yeah, I saw you took it. I saw you took it off the rotisserie. And when are we going to see that thing running this year? Drivable? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back. I've been guys. I'm so sorry. Like I don't really. I can't keep up with everybody's stuff. I've been very, very, very busy. I'm trying. I try to watch things when I can. I used to have the freedom at my last job, like at lunchtime. Like when I'm sitting in my own office at lunch, I'd sit back, put a few videos on, eat my lunch, and then get back to work. Right. Well, new job, no cell phone, so nothing. So that's unfortunate. How do you sign up for that, Anthony? I'm just curious. How did he get into that? I'm curious how you guys do that. I'm sure it's like a tryout, right? or is it you sign up and just go to the first round? If you meet I think his name's Nazario. He's got the white Boss 302. Dude, when he's gonna come out next year he usually does the Optima Street Challenge. His new Boss engine, I think he just dynoed it. He's making over 500 at the wheel right now on that Boss, and it's super light, dude. He's gonna do pretty well. So Anthony, okay, yeah, I'll reach out to him. I talk to him pretty frequently, at least online. All right, that's awesome, Gary. I got you. So Anthony, what led to or maybe I'm sure you'll do a video here soon, or have you already put up a video on the new car? Obviously, you got to do here's my new car video. You got to do here's the comparisons video. Here's why the GT350 is better. You got to do all those. A lot of people don't like the oh shoot. I thought I closed down StreamYard. A lot of people aren't like huge fans of the new the dashes, but I like them. I'm all about the new tech. Oh, I guess got a text from somebody. Hold up. Oh, someone tell Pinks we're live. He's asking if we're going live. We are. He's probably asleep right now. Live now. All right. Yeah, Anthony, I'm eager to see how you do, man. I went drag racing 48 hours after picking it up. Kind of unveiled it in that video. Oh, snap. You went drag racing with a brand new car? Nice. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen that video yet, man. I'll check it out. I did see the Christmas tree short where it had it in the background. I kind of assumed, oh, that's probably the new car. How'd it do? Like, what'd it run? Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to get my new the new Fox here. I'm ready to get back into one. I was hoping to get my car on one of the base lifts sometime this past week, but and get my one-piece drive shaft on and some other maybe the safety loop and some other things. But I'm not sure I'm gonna have the time to do that. Let's see. Hey, did you get a price reduction due to like the prices falling, Anthony, or did you get a good deal on it? Was it a reject car that somebody was going to order and didn't pick up? How'd that all play out? I'm just curious. You guys are welcome to hop in here. I think I pinned the link. It was in the 12s, which is what I expected. But yeah, there's a ton of videos to do regarding a wide variety of things. Just got to do things one at a time. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'm ready to I want to buy a truck. I need a truck. Don't have the money for a truck, though. Anthony, what year mark are you at in terms of service? What year mark are you at? And are you blended retirement, or are you high 3? Oh yeah. I only went once. I've only been one time, and I did pretty good on the tree, but I also went and watched my buddy who does it all the time. He goes to the big Mopar national races. And yeah, I wish I could afford a T-Rex, man. That'd be awesome. But I got a buddy who has a 900 horsepower Hellcat, and he yeah, I'm blended as well. So you got your continuation pay already? I'm assuming at 12 years. Did you elect into that and get that money? I don't know how much it is for you reserve guys, but for us, it's a good amount. I hit 12 in August. But yeah, so my buddy's got a 900 horsepower Hellcat. I used to go watch him race, and he gave me a lot of tips. I was actually out there my first time with another buddy of mine who races, and I got a lot of tips on the tree, and it was super helpful. Just knowing the moment you see that second yellow, let go of the clutch. My launches were pretty good, I thought. I think it is. I'll have to look into it. If I find oh, gotcha. I'll look into it, Anthony, but I think you have to do it before your 12-year mark, though. That's why I was asking. They probably don't mention it on purpose. It's not widely broadcast, because if they did, the government would be paying you money. What's up, man?
I don't have my son tonight, and I ain't got anything else going on right now.
Yeah, I just dropped my 2 oldest ones at my parents'. They're going to medieval times in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, so you're gonna be free for the next?
No, I still got my youngest. He's still here, and I got to go to work tomorrow. So
yeah, me too. We got Monday and today off paid.
What do you do now?
Crown lift trucks, forklifts.
Okay.
Been doing that. I hit my 2 years a week ago.
You're repairing forklifts, or what? What are you doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, definitely not something I ever thought I would get into, much less stay in.
Well, I mean, think about it though. There can't be too many people doing it, and there's a ton of them out there.
Yeah. The conditions suck. Down here in Florida, it's freaking hot and humid all the time. Yeah. I mean, you're either working outside in the elements, or you're working inside in some hot ass warehouse that has no ventilation, or the truck broke down in a freezer. So,
well, seems to be paying good. Just got a new Mustang.
Yeah. I don't want to get into too much with it, obviously, because I got a lot of things to.
No, I got you.
To sort out. But I mean, having the S2000 traded in on it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
They
gave you good value?
Yeah. Okay. I paid 22 for that thing 2.5 years ago. I got about 20 and a half.
That's good. I mean, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. So yeah, that was basically half the cost of the car, because I wanted to get, the only option I got actually was the automatic. Because I got this to more be just a driving car. I'm not trying to go road race with it or anything.
You say that, and then one thing leads to another.
I mean, and then I also got the automatic because driving the MT82 back to back with the 350, I don't know if I would have got more annoyed with it than the automatic. So I just got the automatic.
Gotcha. You're gonna turn it into that's gonna be your drag racing car. You're gonna turn it into a drag racing car.
It'll hit some track just because that's easier to do. Yeah. And for the performance mods in terms of throttle bodies and cutting weight and all that kind of stuff. And when and if tuning becomes available, I mean, that's it's looking like it's going to happen. It's just going to take.
You gotta wait.
Yeah. I mean, they've already been out for 6 months. Took them 2 years to do the F-150. There's a new tuning device that Lund has backed, and that's going to be hitting the market first quarter of next year. They've already bought like a stock of them, like over 500 units.
Yeah.
And I'm going to jump on one. Even if tuning isn't available, I just want to get one of my hands on one of them just to have it. So as soon as it is,
yeah,
I got it.
How'd your Christmas go? Your son have a good Christmas?
Yeah, I had him this year for the mornings, and then his mom came and got him in the afternoon.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah.
Something like.
And then I just chilled the rest of the day.
Gotcha.
I edited videos for like 4 hours because I had like 3 videos.
I've been slacking so hard on this thing.
I know.
It's not on purpose. It's just I
know.
I'm fully engulfed in work now, and
yeah, I haven't done many edited videos probably the last 6 months. It's all been like just putting shorts out or short little videos that are like one take just to keep yourself out there
in the algorithm. Yeah, that's kind of how I've been. And like I've got one sitting here ready to go, but and I got another one filmed that I need to edit, but like there's really not much. Getting the Fox will help give me options a lot more, because there's easy things to do there, like compare it to my last one, just do an overall, hey, this is everything that's wrong with it, and stuff like that. But
so easy to get overwhelmed. I've already got like in a note like 10 videos I need to do on this car. Some of them I can't do based on certain, like when I do my first oil change and like cutting open the filter and seeing what kind of metal's in there. And I'm going to do I'm going to take an oil sample at the first oil change. I'm almost at 500 miles on it. Probably going to do it at like 6 or 7. And then I'm going to do another oil sample at the second oil change and compare the two. And then that's going to give us a good baseline on if they actually, no one really ever knows or can confirm or deny if they break these engines in at the factory. So if I do an oil analysis at oil change 1 and then oil change 2 and the wear metals go down by a significant amount, then they definitely don't break them in. But if it's relatively the same, then we can assume that they break them in.
Yeah. I hear you.
So I'll be doing that. And today we just spent the last 6 hours ripping apart the car because we're going to be sending parts off to have carbon fiber molds made and carbon fiber overlays made, and those are going to be on the market end of February, hopefully. This whole batch.
Is that through Archetype, that company?
No, it's through me and Matt, the one with the Corvette. He started a website because he made this contact that can make carbon fiber parts.
Yeah.
And so he started this website with the C8, and in order to help it grow and expand, that was the main reason why I got the Mustang at the time that I did. So
I gotcha.
We just literally boxed up 20 to 24 parts that are all getting sent over.
Hey man, it's cool, dude. It's a cool opportunity. One day
it's a little nerve-wracking though. I'm driving around with half a car now.
Yeah. One day I'll have a little more freedom to do stuff like that. But
and like the 350, like the content is, pretty much done with, unless something breaks on it. It's like,
what else can you do?
Yeah. So, whereas the S2000 kind of came into the picture at the wrong time, there was still plenty I was doing with the 350. Now the only thing I'm doing with the 350 is driving it.
Yeah.
So now's a good time to have a different car.
So hold on, I got to address this. So we did our city's local Christmas light contest, and I may look at the votes. I don't know. The voting ended yesterday, and I don't even know where it stopped. Okay. So I have, this is just the votes, not even like the likes, not even the comments counting. So just the likes alone, I've got 694 votes for my house. Second place, 694, that's me. Second place has 253. So, yes, Ken, I think I won.
They're going to think you cheated or something. I don't know.
No, dude, it's sorry, popularity contest, and just don't be a dick, and people will help you out. Well, yeah, no, our lights were the best anyway. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice because it makes me feel like it was worth it. Like my kids, like I put up for my kids, and like each year, dude, like I got torn labrum this year. Well, I've had a torn labrum, but this year it's actually hurting me, and I've got tendonitis going from my shoulder down to my fingertips. And I'm like, man, this is horrible. I hate doing this. Like it's hurting me putting all that crap out. And but you know what? Stuff like that, kids enjoy it. It's worth it.
Yeah, the only Christmas lights I did was the Christmas lights on that tree.
True, yeah.
Oh, that was it's the first year I've ever had a real tree.
Who's Anthony? Am I missing something? Oh, that's you. That's you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. My lights are better. LOL. I have no light. Yeah, I gotta take them down. I'm gonna do it. I've got a timeline. I have to get them taken down this week, or actually, I have next week too. But I gotta get them taken down before I have to do something for work because I'm not gonna have time, and I need to get all that crap out of my garage so I can clean out the space for the new car to be parked. Got to get it done. I got 2 weeks. But yep. So you still doing what are they still doing spectator drags? You guys do that in the winter down there?
This one got canceled because the huge rainstorm that came through. I had a whole weekend set up. So I had my track day event on Friday, and then that Saturday I had a rally scheduled in Tampa, and then spectator drags in the evening, afternoon, whatever. And then the next day, another rally. And then Monday, I went to Dream Giveaway Garage and did a review on their Dark Horse. Nice. Well, the whole Saturday plans went to shit. So I'd already booked the hotel, so I went down to Tampa anyway and hung out that Saturday. And then the rally on Sunday did happen. And then I went to Dream Giveaway, and they have a handling pack manual Dark Horse, and I drove it. And I still got to edit that video, but
and you're like,
it's nothing to get rid of the 350 for. If I'm being 100% honest, it doesn't feel special. Like I really think it was a huge missed opportunity by Ford to put you're launching an all new name badge, put a unique engine in, an engine that you haven't seen before, even if it was just a 5.2 NA crossplane, something other than what you can get in the regular Mustang.
If they were to do a 5.2 crossplane, that'd be a big seller. A lot of people would buy that.
Yeah. It didn't feel special enough. And I'm doing I know I've spoken so, opinionated about all these different cars, and they're all back through personal experience with each one of them. Not putting a special engine in that car was a huge, huge miss.
Even if they just went even if they went completely old school and threw that Godzilla 7.3 in there,
something to make it different, because it literally is just the badging.
What's the thing
in the grill?
They experimented with it, so why wouldn't you even if you experimented with it? Why not try it? Why not?
And after, so I've already done some test fitting with the GT350 wheels on the S650. They fit and they sit pretty nicely. On a regular S550, they stick out because the front end of the S550 is 3 inches narrower than the GT350. But the Dark Horse and the base Mustangs have the same body width. So you're literally just getting the hood is the same. The hood vent is the same. You're literally just getting the badging, the bumper, the front bumper, and the better manual option. I mean, it's kind of disappointing for the amount of money that you're paying for it. And I'm trying to set the GT350 aside and not compare things to it, because honestly, it's unfair to compare most of these things to that car.
Yeah.
So taking it, as straightforward as I can, as far as my new opinion, my opinions on the new car, it's growing on me a little bit. I'm not, after being around the car for now 2 weeks, I don't mind the back end. I wish it had a little bit more of a wing, but that was my choice. I just wanted to get the bare bones, whatever. And then the front end, the grill is still too big. It's still too big. So I love the headlights. I think I like the way they did the headlights.
I like the headlights until I saw. Okay, my opinion on the headlights is I like them until I was at my son's baseball game and I walked by a Kia. And a Kia, I was looking at it, I was like, huh, those look remarkably like the new S650 headlights.
Yeah, and I mean, and as far as like the interior, literally center console, back, seats, trim, everything is S550. The door panels, the door handles, the switch, the window switches, all that is S550. It's literally the same part. I mean, and people have already bolted up, spring S550 springs, S550 this, that, suspension parts, and it all bolts right up. It is not a completely new model like from going from 2010 to or 2014 to 2015. This is like going from 2009 to 2010.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, my opinion on the car has improved a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's. They're expensive too. I mean, I know there's inflation, but the amount of money I paid for this base GT is how much I paid for my 2015 premium performance pack.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, I mean it's inflation sucks.
There is a lot of technology. I don't mind the two screens, honestly. I think they're if they were any bigger, they'd be too big. I think they got the size they got the size just right, if not.
Did you watch that the Icon video with the Dark Horse? Yeah.
A little bit of it.
I watched it, and just seeing dude, all these new cars, man, they are all getting pretty close to having like not matching interiors, but the whole same setup, every single one. Very, very basic dash, very large screen, but like it's all very basic looking. It looks a lot like a Tesla to me almost, but it's it's very, very, very plain.
Yeah, it's pretty much they're all getting the same screen, and then just what manufacturer software are you loading in that thing? Yeah. It's pretty much a lot of the manufacturers are using the same supplier for these screens. So if you look at like the graphics on each one, it looks very much like a screen in another completely different make. One thing I'm not a fan of is like the lack of physical like controls, especially for like air conditioning and whatnot. And I don't know if I got into this in the live stream when I was at the drag strip right before we went racing, or if I definitely didn't do it while we were drag racing, but I know I've verbalized how annoying it is, because like when you go on the screen and change where the air is coming out of, you have to wait for that screen to time out before you can go back to like changing your radio or whatever, because the screen has a home button in the top left, but when you're in the AC screen, it's a power button for the AC. So if you hit that, it turns it off. It's very annoying. And and when I was driving the Dark Horse, literally every time I was going over 5 miles an hour, it would ping me on the screen and say functions are disabled while the vehicle's in motion. Literally every time. That was super annoying. I don't know if you can turn that off. I didn't mess with it to that degree to find out if that's.
I bet you can't.
Because that right there, I would not have bought. I definitely would not buy that car if that is not changeable. It has to be changeable because. Oof.
Dude, just like I tell you what, man, we had a rental car, got out San Diego, and it's the first one. So I have old cars. I have old, dumb cars that don't have a lot of technology in them. But the first car I've been in where it had the remote start, and I was like, this is going to drive me insane. Like just every freaking stoplight is turning off. I'm going to go nuts.
So that's something I am happy about. They did not put that in the GTs. You did not get auto start stop.
Yeah.
But in the EcoBoost, they do have it.
Yeah.
So they did. They just made the more fuel efficient vehicle, more fuel efficient, I guess, whatever. I mean, I think there's something they did with the sound. When you're revving it out, it sounds a little bit different. I don't know if they're piping in fake sound noise or not, but it sounds different in a better way. But if it's fake, then
Have you tried it opening? Well, I mean, you're talking about when you're driving it.
Yeah, like when you floor it, like the noise that you're hearing from the engine, it sounds too good to be real, but it might be fake engine noise. But the sound that they do have is good. It's better than I remember the previous generation.
There's a video right there, man. Is it like, is this a scam or something?
But the car is extremely quiet. Like on the drag strip, I had the 360 on it. I cannot hear the car over the wind noise. Full blast. So, yeah.
Right.
But I'm not in a rush to like go buy expensive wheels or buy an expensive exhaust. Like that's not what I got it for. That'll come, I'm sure, through time, but
yeah, that'd be a shame if they're piping it in.
I wouldn't be surprised because that's how a lot of modern cars are. But yeah,
that was the whole purpose of the old school sound tubes, right? Was to get you some cabin noise.
Yeah,
from the engine.
This doesn't have that anymore probably because they went to the dual intakes.
Yeah. Well, I got rid of my sound tube immediately. It was a big ugly piece of tubing that went into the bulkhead.
Now they're using AGM batteries, so the batteries are, I haven't weighed it, but I'm probably willing to bet it's 5 to 10 pounds heavier than the previous generation's battery.
Oh, I use AGM in mine. I just went to it because my last one was corroding.
Yeah, I mean it'll. I'm not saying it was a bad decision. I just noticed that they're not using the lead acid ones anymore. But yeah, the only option that I got in that car was the automatic. So it was.
Is it cloth or leather?
Cloth. Yeah, I got the base GT. It was $49.99.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's almost double. All right, that's not double, but it's very close to double what I paid on my boss. And I got my boss for a really good price.
Believe me, if spending $40,000, I would have much rather got like a C6 Z06. But that's way too old of a platform for what we're trying to do. So
yeah,
if tuning isn't available by the end of the year, by the end of next year, it'll probably be gone. We'll have done what we needed to do with it to that point, and there's just no point in staying with it. And we'll either get into another new car and add that to the market, or.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Kendall. It's my first time celebrating it this year, and it won't be my last. Merry late Christmas. Oh, really? First time celebrating this year. Well, yeah, man. Celebrate every year.
What, Christmas?
Yeah. Ford Tech, what's up? Yeah, Sublime. I know, Sublime. I owe you a shirt. I now owe... I owe some Stupid Fast Truck a shirt, I believe. And then possibly Pink, so I gotta look. Long story. All right, man.
Now, what I have heard is the 10R80 did get some updates for 2024 that came from the GM side. So we'll see if they're less problematic. Because the 10R80 is problematic. But if they updated some things because the 10L80 and the GM side has to be better built to handle the low end torque of the pushrod engines. So
wait, what's the transmission in there?
The 10R80, but the GM side they call it 10L80.
Ah, okay.
But the 10R80 for 2024 got some updates from the GM side, hopefully thus making it a little bit better, stronger, more well built to handle the power.
What's the power the GT makes?
480.
So they gave it the Bullet / Mach 1 power.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's 480. Those were 480. Multi-gender transmission.
But now they've got the who knows what the dual intakes are doing. There's really not a good way to know unless you because if you take the intake pipes off, because I thought about taking take pipes off and putting a camera under the hood and driving it to see how it drives, what they would do. But then it would probably wig out and not want to drive.
So is there a way, I'm wondering,
I could stick 2 boroscopes down each side.
Well, what I was wondering, wait, it's completely, all right.
Because I want to know what they're doing, because
can you remove it and then get like an OEM S550 intake or goddamn it, throttle body, and then run the 550 tube in there? Can it fit?
What do you mean? To see to see what the throttle body's doing?
Yeah, to see what the dual intake's doing for you. If you remove
I mean, I want to know what the throttle bodies are doing, like because there's speculation that only one of them is used the majority of the time, and the other one is just used when you go like full max load. And then, but if you think about it, that's going to cause 2 different air velocities going past each one of those MAP sensors. So unless they've calibrated it in a way to where it is expecting to see that, which they very well may have, then that would make sense. But at the same time, if you open both of them up, they're going into literally the same port. So, and if they're both opening and operating symmetrically, then they're literally.
There's got to be some sort of calculation that can do. I mean, you assume there has to be 2 MAP sensors, right? There are 2 MAP sensors.
There's 2 MAP sensors, but there is only one. The one manifold pressure sensor apparently.
So it's just a math.
So I think they did the 2 throttle bodies instead of doing like everyone's like, why didn't they just put one monoblade on or whatever? Because that's the air velocity. It would lose air velocity. If you have 2 smaller openings, it's going to have more air velocity, so it's going to be able to carry more power at higher RPM. So that's what I think is going on. I know there's a lot of, but it's all speculation though.
I have a dark horse class to take. Well, you better get to school, man. Take some notes. Let us know. No, but like yeah, it's got to be like it's just a math problem. Like the 2 MAP sensors probably add to each other, and as long as it's within a certain parameter, the computer's good.
Some of these new cars, they are putting all the intake air information on a LIN bus signal instead of having a sensor directly hooked up to the computer.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically processed within the sensor and then put on a LIN bus and sent to the computer for the ECU to decipher and decode and whatnot. And vibrating that harness will cause all sorts of the car to wig out. Matt's Corvette was doing it because they did a new intake prototype, and the harness bracket wasn't fitting quite right, and it was causing that sensor to vibrate, and it wigged the car out. As soon as we modified it, secured it, drove like a freaking rocket ship. So they're very, very sensitive. They'll throw codes for too much air coming into the engine if one of them is off from the other.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to figure out with these new cars.
Oh yeah, sure. Merry Christmas, Dave. How you doing?
I do like that they completely sealed off the air boxes from the engine, though. The air boxes are completely sealed off, top and bottom, and they're fed directly from the nostrils in the grill. So literally, when I'm driving around, my intake air temperature is whatever the ambient temperature is. So that's pretty nice. I remember on my GT and on the 350, it's usually 4 to 7 degrees higher. But
yeah,
so that's an improvement.
That's good. Oh, let's see. You get anything good for Christmas other than the car?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I literally didn't get myself anything. I mean, like, I don't even want to consider the car a Christmas present because, I was getting it regardless. It was just timing. But no, I just spent all my money on my son.
That's what it is, dude. Like you don't care about yourself, and
Yeah,
I got a Carhartt from the Mist, and that's about it.
Yeah, my grandmother sent me $100 cash, and okay. So I mean, I guess my dad sent it so early, I almost forgot. But my dad sent me a Milwaukee tool set back like Thanksgiving time.
Nice.
But yeah.
What's up, Connor?
I do so much throughout the year for myself that I don't.
That's the thing. Like just even though it's not a lot, I'm sure you probably get more than I get, but whatever I get from this, I just throw it in a jar, and that's kind of what I use as my parts fundage.
Yeah.
And if I want something, I'll save up and just go buy it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Solar Performance to come out with the ported throttle bodies for the car, so I can do those, and then I'll get a lithium battery for the car.
Merry Christmas, Chisha. Yeah. Oh God.
I got $1.60 there. That's a Christmas present. I hit my 2-year anniversary at my jobs, and I got $1.68 an hour raise. Bam.
What's that? Like 15% raise, 10% raise, something like that.
I went from. It's about I don't know. Man,
the government's giving us a raise finally.
Yeah.
Finally agreed to
I'll
it.
see that.
Well, usually they give you the GDP raise, which is like 2%. This year it's 5.2.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's okay, but inflation was 11, so I'm still behind.
Yeah. Stuff's got to turn around. Oh.
Kermit is guarding my car through the winter, Matt. Let's say, Yellowhammer, can I drive your GT350? I've never drove one.
Wait, didn't Mr. Mach 1 have a black GT350?
His wife did. His wife has one, I believe.
And he's never driven it?
No, he's driven it. I think he's being facetious.
Okay. I haven't
assume
been paying attention. I was going to say, I haven't paid attention to much of the comments, but
I assume he's being facetious. Yeah. No. Yeah, I haven't. That's the one thing that so I love watching my son play travel ball, but dude, that just eats up all my freaking time.
Yeah.
And like all my filming time is usually on the weekends, and so like I've stopped. I haven't been able to do as much as I used to. I used to go to events like every weekend. So, and I had freaking Foxtoberfest planned, but then something came up and I wasn't able to make it.
I may actually come up for Mustang Week this year.
I've never been, ever.
Me neither.
I was going to go on...
It all depends on how
Friday.
Well this car does.
You have to pay for the hour, Gary. Yeah. I want to go out and drive a 350 again, because the only time I drove it was in the rain. It was soaking wet. It was pouring.
Dude, you make the trip down to one of my track days. So I'm trying to do Roebling in September.
Dude, that's kind of. It's a long drive.
Well, it's a lot closer than coming all the way to Florida, but it's outside Savannah.
Wait, where are you saying? Road Atlanta? Is that what you said?
Roebling.
Oh.
Roebling. It's right outside Savannah, off 95. But yeah, still a far drive for you, and I mean it's about 4.5 hours for me. Trying to do that in September. You make the trip down for that. I'll take you around in the 350 and might even let you drive it around the track for that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I first off appreciate that, but the chances of that happening are very, very low.
Yeah. The Roebling track day specifically, I already reached out to them. They are booked the entire year of 2024, Friday through Monday. So our track day is literally going to have to be a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
The only reason I went on the track this past year is I got, Tony called me from Tony Fords and Mustangs. He called me on the phone. He's
Sure,
like, hey,
Connor.
he's you coming out to the track? I'm like, oh, because I forgot he had mentioned it. And I'm like, oh, well, what's it going to cost? And if he had said like any number at all, I'd been like, I can't afford it. Like I got 3 kids. I can't afford it. He's like, no, you're going to get on the track. Like it's free. You're going to get out there. So no excuses.
Yeah.
So that's how I did my first one. So now, I am hooked a little bit and I want to get back out there. I still got to freaking, oh God, dude, I'm so terrible, man. I still got to bleed my brakes. I cook them pretty bad. I've just been, I don't know, dude. It's just finding time to do anything. Like I should be doing it right now. Is what I should be doing instead of this.
Yeah, I got a lot of maintenance coming up. The truck is going to need an oil change soon. The fuel filter's done soon. The new Mustang is going to need an oil change soon. The Fusion's going to need an oil change soon.
Yeah, my daily. So I'm
it's like 35 quarts of oil between all of them.
Yeah, my daily driver for whatever reason from 55 to 65, it starts vibrating it gets pretty good death wobble in the steering wheel. It's not like horrible, but it's enough to where it's annoying. And I was like, at first I was like, maybe it's a wheel weight fell off. I've got no indications of that. I think it's the lower control arm bushings.
So when that happened on my truck, it was because the belt separated in the tire. You might have a tire starting to bubble in egg shape.
Huh.
It'd be very faint if you're only feeling it at that small of a gap.
Well,
but yeah,
once I get
it goes away. Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of like when it first starts, you'll have like a 5 mile an hour window where it happens, and then as it gets worse, it just gets larger.
Well,
I had that tire blow. I had that tire blow on my truck while I was towing the 350.
I'd really rather not. I'll look at it because I'd really rather not. I don't mind replacing those lower control arms. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah. No, I would definitely, if you're feeling it more on the steering wheel, jack up the front end and just spin the wheel and just watch the edge of the tire, and you might see it like, you know.
Everybody says that if I gotta replace those, I'm probably cutting the arms off.
Yeah.
Said they're probably seized, so you're probably not going to be able to back it out. I'm gonna have to probably cut it with a Sawzall.
So I bought some guy had like some 2018 or 2019 Super Duty takeoff wheels and tires. The tires were brand new. They had like 500 miles on them. So I got 4 new wheels and tires for $1,000 dropped off at my doorstep.
That's
instead
nice.
of getting. So the only thing is I don't have a spare now, because the spare was the same size as the stock wheels. So I had all the tires dismounted off the old wheels. So I have 5 barrel rims. I got to figure out what I want to do. Do I go buy 1 wheel and tire to match the current wheels and tires that I have now? Or do I buy 5 tires for those and, use just hold on to those for who knows when? So I don't know. These wheels look a lot nicer.
Well, if I get sent anywhere for work that's not in this country, when I come home, I'm buying a truck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been the greatest thing.
But I like my daily a lot because I like having
still a Toyota.
Yeah, it's a Sequoia.
Yeah.
It's first off, the engine runs great. And second off, like it's a tank, so like I don't mind parking it anywhere. I don't worry about people hitting it with stuff. If you hit it, your chances are you're probably getting more damage than I'm getting. My wife's car, dude. I tell you what, dude. My wife's 17 Explorer. So, I pull up next to her. It was like a few months ago, and all of a sudden there's like I was like, "What is that on your car?" She's like, "What do you mean?" Someone must have like backed out and like rubbed their bumper on the side of her car, and then instead of stopping, just kept going, like just dragged it all the way down the side. So that sucked. And then the next week, someone opened their door apparently super hard into her door. I was like, wherever you're parking, just stop, move somewhere, anywhere else. Don't care.
Might be the same person if it's where you work.
Well, here's the thing. I'm that guy who is. I don't let stuff die like that. So like I came to her work one day and I'm like, I'm going to walk through that parking lot. And if it's one of your coworkers and I think it's one of them, I'm going to tell you who it is. And I said, I hope you say something. So I was walking through and there was like a Suburban that had damage on its front bumper. I was like, I can't say for certain it's this person, but this car is super jacked up right where it would have hit you. And I said, I don't know who it is, but I'd say something. And yeah, I mean, I had no proof, so it literally just could be luck. But I was pretty heated. Yeah. I it's different if the car's paid off and it's like mine and it's like our beater car, but the car's only got 59,000 miles on it. Like it's still barely used, and yeah, I need to get something better on mileage though. My truck gets like, no matter what, if I'm driving it like as a NASCAR, if I'm driving like a grandma, it gets 13 miles per gallon. That's just driving. If I'm hauling, I get like 9 or 8. What's up, Matt?
So
That's crazy.
It's horrible.
I mean,
So AB, what kind of
F250
times you ran at the strip the other night?
What?
I was asking AB what kind of times you ran at the strip the other night.
It'll be in the video.
Oh my God. Really? Okay, Xander, sorry.
Who's Xander?
Yeah, who's Xander, my ass. Yeah, make sure you say that you broke a world record or you did something that's never been done in an S650 Mustang.
Yeah. No, I was racing another S650. So I raced a Gen 3 tune and I think he said like filter and X-pipe or whatever. But it was a 10R80. And then I raced an S650 rounds 2 and 3. And that guy's a drag racer. He has been there with the car before multiple times. So the difference between us was, I mean, 0.3, but it looks a lot worse when you watch how fast he got away from me off the line. Like it was, that time must not include like your reaction time, because there's no way that gap was 0.3.
Oh, launching those new cars, it's a science, man. It is.
Yeah, I am not a drag racer, and this is literally the first time that I've driven a 10R80 at a drag strip. So, but it was in the 12s. It was what I was expecting.
Well, the only time I went to the drag strip, my first one was against the freaking, like, I think the guy said he was running like 820 at the wheel, a Hellcat, and I beat him off the line, but it was very short that he, like, I jumped out and you see him in my window. I just go whoop, and then all of a sudden you see this thing go shoot by me like a rocket ship. And I was
yeah. Yeah, we'll see. No, yeah, he was in the 11s with that.
Yeah, you too, Mob. It was a good Christmas.
So
what, you were in the low 12s?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my pizza.
These cars run on 87. The Gen, if I'm not mistaken, I know the Gen 2 is premium only. I don't remember or recall the Gen 3 being able to take 87. So they've also done something else, because to get more power but not having to run 93 to get it, that's also interesting.
Yeah, those Demon 170s are badass, David.
Was it like 1,025 horsepower?
What, the 170s?
Yeah.
I want to say it's in the 900s.
I think it's over 1,000.
It could be. I could be wrong.
Google. Let's see.
8-second stock car. Dream Giveaway Garage is giving away one, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
They give away so many cars.
They have 1,025 horsepower, 945 pounds of torque.
That's what it was. The torque, I would remember.
Yeah, the Dark Horse that they're giving away, they're pairing it with an F-150 Lightning. I don't know why. Like that's like
even Ford's recognize that that's a mistake.
Yeah, they are giving away a red F-150 with a red 60. I think it's 66 '66 or '67 Mustang and a Futura trailer, all in one.
That's good.
That'd be badass.
I might just throw like $10 in like all of them, just whatever, you know. They're doing a BMW M4 CSL with a BMW like 1000 RR bike or whatever.
Ford Tech. Come on.
I was about to say, didn't he win that car he has?
Yes. Are you kidding me? I never win.
Yeah.
You won a very good package, sir.
Yeah.
He's
never
joking.
win.
Don't believe him, Kendrell. He's won. What is it? The 350 car, right? The fake 350.
Yeah. No, he didn't win that car.
Oh, which one he
But
won?
no, he won that supercharger kit and all that stuff from Caleb.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won some parts. Some, yes, I'll go for some expensive parts. That's what you want.
Anthony, I still have those, and they're not like crazy parts, but I still have those like lip scrape things you sent me. I've never used. I'm waiting until I can get my hands on a freaking Laguna Seca splitter,
Yeah.
or something equivalent to.
Yeah. Oh,
and I
so
had the chance to buy the freaking LS mounting brackets for the God dang it, man, I can't talk today. For the spoiler supports, the rods, and because they're hard to find now, and I just didn't have cash at the time, which sucks.
With this carbon fiber stuff that we're getting into, I don't want to say for the most part, but a lot of, especially like bigger pieces like wings and splitters and all that kind of stuff. If anybody wants like something made out of carbon fiber, or wants to get a carbon fiber, duplicate piece or however you want to put it, it's a possibility. There's just a lot of cost involved in it, and what kind of market is there going to be for the product? If there's going to be a good market for the product, then we can offer a better, cost for you for sacrificing your part to do it. But if it's an older platform, it's going to be tough to, make the return on it. But kind of throwing that out there, if anybody ever gets a new car and wants to do some stuff with it, they can be one of the. What kind of money are we talking for a carbon 350R splitter? I don't know. I'd have
$750, $1,000.
The OEM ones are $1,500.
Yeah, so, more than that. Yeah. What's up, Boosted?
Never mind.
So with this molding process, or to make these molds, whatever the donor piece is, it becomes unusable after they make the mold. So, I mean, somebody has to be willing to basically sacrifice their part. They'll get a replacement part in carbon fiber, whether they want dry carbon, clear coated, forged, whatever. But they will not get their donor piece back in a usable condition. It won't even be worth shipping it back, apparently. So, because I've thought about taking stuff off of my car. The 350 market is a little oversaturated with that kind of stuff, so it would be more or less me just sending that stuff over to make like a one-off custom piece just for my car. But
your favorite pizza, Brailsford?
That's going to be a lot of money.
Screaming Sicilians?
Yes, sir.
Those are trash.
No, they're not.
It's trash.
You're trash. Don't call my pizza trash.
Yeah.
The stock tune on these new cars is pretty impressive.
Really?
With
a lot of people were saying they're down on power, right? With the dyno numbers.
I don't know. I don't know how much of that I really believe, or how much of it is like somebody doing something wrong, or I don't know, because you can't even like dyno mount in the correct gear without hitting the speed limiter or whatever. So I would just, if you're gonna make any like claims or anything, is like what's an improvement, what's not. As long as you're doing it in the same gear, you know.
Yeah.
Keep it as apples to apples as possible. But you can apparently go up to like 30 or 35% ethanol on the stock tune.
Hey, AB.
There's the one kid running around with a twin turbo S650 on like 5 pounds of boost, and it makes like 600 horsepower on the stock tune. There's no way to tell if anything's been getting damaged because of it, unless he pulls it apart.
Yeah.
Or it blows up. But I don't know.
So do all the S650s GTs come with that remote rev feature, or is that only associated with a package?
You have to get the active exhaust.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why you need to get active exhaust to have the remote rev.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Unless, like, when you do the remote rev, it only allows you to do it in quiet mode or something. But then the stock exhaust is super freaking quiet. Super quiet. The drift stick, stupid. The Dark Horse had the manual, so it had it. Like, what a gimmicky piece of crap. Literally, like, putting the e-brake on feels just unnatural, and then to take it off, you push this you push the stick down. Like, it stays flat in its normal spot. You just push it down like a button. Oh man! But the tension that they have on it when you pull it up, it's like very unnatural.
Vaughn
Gittin Jr. said that it's awesome.
Yeah, because he was paid to do so.
Exactly, and see that. So on the S650 pages, a lot of people were giving me flack because I didn't own one. It didn't matter that I had driven one. They didn't care about my opinion because I didn't own one. Well, now I have one, and I am not paid or influenced by Ford or any of these other yahoos out here or brands to stop me from saying what I truly think and feel about the car. So,
but if they did, I would gladly shut up.
See, so I have had, actually, it's funny, I have had entities or people representing these entities like reach out to me and like, hey, if you want this and this, you need to like change how you're talking about certain things. Like,
I've had companies reach out trying to get me to do stuff on their things, and I tell them straight up, like, look, here's the deal. Like, first off, not signing shit. Second off,
they didn't ask me to sign anything. It was just more like, hey, if you ever want, our support or our endorsement or anything, any help from us. And it's like, I know who you are, but I don't owe you anything. Like, why are you trying to more or less censor what I'm saying about things? Like, I'm kind of a nobody. And if you're reaching out to me, it must be hitting a nerve somewhere. Like, somebody's hearing it. Yeah. Like, I'm not like Mustang lifestyle spouting off or staying mode or, even like, Alex Alvarado or whatever his name is. Is that Xander, right?
Yeah.
Or even like Chris from Steeda. Like, I am nobody compared to these guys. So
Chris just left Steeda, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I will say the Dark Horse is probably faster than the 350 around the track because the brakes are extremely, extremely good.
Well, it's got those freaking wheels. So like they made a big point of pointing out the Pirellis that are on a freaking Pagani or something like that. And I was like,
yeah, I don't know how. And yeah, we're comparing a Pirelli's sporty tire versus a Michelin Cup 2. But at the end of the day, what I mentioned earlier, it did not feel special at all. I will still take the 350 over the Dark Horse because of the excitement that it brings. Like a Boss 302, it just has it's just a special, unique character about it that you cannot duplicate on a stat sheet, dyno sheet. Like,
I mean,
just-
there's a reason. Like I go, so I do. Of course, it's all clickbait, right? It's all clickbait. So like when I go places and I say, hey, I'm going to trade my car in, right? Obviously, I'm not. But like I can't. Like there's something that to me, that car is so special that I can't let it go, because it's at first when I bought it. Now I was very ill informed, and I did think it was just a tune with some stickers. I had no idea. I was very
the best 5.0 they've made to date.
Yeah, and so I did not know that, and then
up, Frank?
after it was like Christmas, learning about all this stuff. Like when I got under the car, that's when I learned, oh, there's quad exhaust. I had no idea that was a thing. I was not like a Mustang guy. I had a Mustang, but I was not like, hey, this is just who I am, right? It was finding out by accident.
Yeah, I would have much rather gotten
exhaust.
No, I didn't. And then
Wow.
and then he's like, here's your key and here's your track key. I'm like, track key? He's like, yeah, we didn't show you.
And
the
how
track
about that?
key.
That's something that it's kind of gimmicky, but at the same time,
It does increase the idle, yes. The
no,
engine
I'm not
braking,
saying it doesn't change anything. I'm saying that it's something that they should have done more of.
yeah.
I think, especially for the performance models, and also like Chevy has the PDR built into like the Z01s, the Corvettes. That was a huge miss on the GT350, on the Mach 1, on the GT500, on the Dark Horse. Something like that should have been in those cars.
Yeah. Well, the engine braking is awesome. It works really well.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
That's basically like tow mode for a truck.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it helps you like when you're on your downshifts too. Like I feel like I was not, when I rode around in even that stupid the Skip Barber GT race car, right? My downshifts, I don't know. I felt like my ass end was getting loose a lot easier.
Yeah. Now I have an Xeneering auto blip module in the 350, and that thing works. So cake.
So Pinks, how are you,
Hey,
sir?
how's it going? Sorry about that. I just woke up.
No, you're good.
What
I
time
wasn't
do you start
expecting-
going live here.
I wasn't expecting. I didn't know how many people hop in because I didn't have it planned. Like it's so hard to schedule lives now because I'm never freaking never do a
Yeah, I
giveaway.
sent you that message and then promptly within 20 minutes fell asleep.
Yeah. Well, I was
Sitting
getting
right here in this bed.
got nothing fast.
Watching I was watching a short and it continued to play the entire time I slept.
Boosted, I think knowing you, I'm sure you'll have something fast here soon.
He's got his side by side.
The side by side's cool. It looks like a freaking Halo Warthog.
It's an RX. Is it an RXR or
Yeah, something like that.
RSX? RZR. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, Rich, that blip module, it's awesome.
What's it? Just plug right in? Where's it plug in? Or how do you?
It plugs into the accelerator pedal, the brake switch, and the clutch switch, the upper clutch switch. You wire it over to the. What's that?
Easy install.
The most difficult part is getting to the upper clutch switch connector.
That's pain in the ass for me.
But other than that, yeah, you're not tapping in any wires. And then you hook up to it with, I can't remember if you can do it with your phone or not, but because I did it with my laptop, and you can change the blip duration and the throttle angle or the throttle percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So you can customize it to, because what you would set it for on the track is different than what you would set it for on the street. I just have it on a track setting, and then I just disable. There's a toggle switch that disables it.
Yeah.
And I just don't use it on the street. There's no really need to. So I just leave it on the track setting that I have.
Gotcha.
But golly, that
I'm gonna look into that. I've never really thought about an aftermarket one.
yeah, I
What
don't
is
I
it?
don't know if they make one. I don't know if the connectors are different for your car versus mine. They probably are. If I had to guess, just because the generation change, but
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have to. I mean, also I'm just seeing just to see if there's anything out
but
there.
there's plenty of Boss 302 race cars out there. They Xenering, they work with Core Motorsports directly, and a lot of their racing car projects. So I wouldn't be surprised if they already have one for a Boss.
Yeah. There's some bad builds out there, Frank, with the single cab F-150s. Matter of fact, you can get the one like built already for what? It's like, how much is it? Like 70 grand, 50 grand?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
What year 150 we talking? We talking like a Gen 2 Coyote? If so, go with the
No,
with
the
the
brand new one. The brand new. There's a dealership that's selling single cab supercharged from the
Oh, I've
factory.
seen it. I've seen it. It's like 700 plus horsepower.
Yeah, it's like what's it,
Talking about the
70
Shelby
grand?
trucks?
No,
No.
just the dealership selling a special package.
Oh, that's almost like the that dealership in
I'll be right
Indiana
back.
that was doing
I
that.
gotta take a leak real quick.
What was that dealership in Indiana that was doing that with the Mustangs?
Um.
Can't remember the name of it now.
Yeah, I can't either. But
Anthony, I'm surprised you don't know that.
there you
Yeah.
go, Hammer.
I mean, I don't live up there, so
No, but they were a fairly famous, not famous, but well-known Ford dealership that started
was it
doing
Lebanon Ford?
Yes, Lebanon. There you go.
Yeah. They still do stuff like that, don't they? Or
Yeah,
they-
I
they
have
still
no
do
idea.
that.
I haven't seen a Facebook ad for them in forever, so I don't know.
As far as I know, they're still doing it.
I swear I just saw something from Lebanon Ford the other day.
Later, Connor. Have a good one, brother.
Later, Connor. Yeah, probably.
Good night,
Hey,
Connor.
Frank Three Stings, you've seen the new Gen 6 Whipple, right? So the Whipple 3-liter has a new Gen 6, which makes it a little bit more powerful.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the year of the truck that he was looking at.
Yeah,
The
I
Gen
know,
3
but I'm
18.
saying
Oh.
the
Yeah.
new Gen 6 will fit on that. I think that's what Cletus just put into his. But his is an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. I think it's a single cab. Yeah. That thing ain't smoke. That thing moves too.
I don't know how soon it is on the horizon, but I definitely expect this generation of Mustang to end up getting a gasoline particulate filter. So when that happens, just get ready for all the shit that happened with diesels back in the early 2010s to happen all over again, but with the
A GPF
gas. Yep.
for every car.
It'll probably
All new
start
cars?
with for the newer cars, yeah.
But why?
Fully expect that to happen.
Why?
To clean all the,
like where the insurance
clean all
has access to it?
no, gasoline particulate filters like they are in the diesels to get to trap the particulates, because direct injection, that is one of the negative side effects of it, is the particulate matter that it creates. So
Whatever. But Mustangs
they're
are
already
both
in.
Android, so it's fine.
They're already in the new 911 GT3s. They've got them.
Oh. How do
So
I
if
like
it's starting
bifocals?
there,
I love bifocals. I wish it was running though. I wish it wasn't in pieces right now.
who knows if it'll be monitored or not initially? I don't know. Like, I don't.
It's crazy.
It's going to become, if you drive a car in a city, it's going to be like, you're going to have to go electric, because if you get one of these gasoline cars, if you get any vehicle that has a DPF or a GPF, and you just putt around in the city and never go stretch its legs, the thing is going to get clogged up. It's going to get clogged up, and you're going to have to replace for the diesels,
There,
the DPF and the SCR were all in one. Now we should not have SCR because the gasoline doesn't produce as much NOx.
Yeah.
But those DPFs, just like a cat, are not cheap.
I'm waiting for the hydrogen cars. Toyota's got that V8 that makes 400 something horsepower from hydrogen.
Oh yeah, no, I would love for hydrogen to come through.
Yeah, the Plaid is nice looking, boosted. I just saw a Plaid on the road the other day. I passed it. I mean, it wasn't, driving anything other than the speed limit, so it was easy for me to pass it. Because I was in the edge.
I can't do the electrics.
I daily one just to go to work. Plug it
I
in.
can't even do that. I drove Nick's Tesla, and just like
There's no road feel at all in them.
like I went around the track in Matt's Z06. The literal thrill, enjoyment, excitement was like you can't fake it. Going around the track in the Tesla, literally I literally did not have any facial expression at all. It was just
No gear shifting.
there's
no
just
steering feel. No
even
brake
though
pedal
we were
feel.
going faster in a straight line than the Z06,
Doesn't matter.
There's
no
not that
feel.
emotional connection. I don't care how fast something is. If there's no emotional connection, I don't care if it's faster. It just doesn't wow me. I need to hear something, and I need to have the car sound like it's trying to kill me.
Yeah, no. The only thing I noticed when I was driving a Tesla, and it was a Model 3 around a track. It was one of the performance models. There's no feel. There's no feel to the track. You don't feel the steering.
I'd like an explanation on that.
You don't have any gears to shift. You've got the brakes don't feel right because of the way they work.
Yeah,
it's disengaging.
Yeah.
Now they are quick. I did a faster lap time in one than I did my Mustang, but I'd rather be doing it in my Mustang.
Try to do it 10 laps in a row, and then
I did it 3 laps.
Yeah. Depending on the track.
It was the Ridge up in Shelton, Washington. Pretty good track. I enjoy the track, but I much preferred it in my Mustang and my Focus. Yeah. So you got to do Mach 1?
No, you can put an external speaker on it, and you can make it whatever car you want.
Yeah.
No, you got to get the Cheech and Chong edition. First gear, second gear.
Yeah. What you eating there, bro? Is that rice cakes or is that cookies?
These are Christmas cookies.
Oh, you're killing me. I got no Christmas cookies. I got no cookies. I ate them all.
Getting fat, so I can say for my New Year's resolution, I want to lose X number of pounds.
Well, if you gain it right before, it's a lot easier to lose.
Yeah, that's right. Well, now that everybody's in here, I'll show this again real quick. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Hold on, let me see.
See if I can
Show what?
Yeah.
Stand by. It's coming.
There. Can you kind of see me?
Stand by, like I'm military or something. Stand by.
I can kick you out of here, too.
Ooh.
Oh, it's in. Nice.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, that's right. He said he's waiting on Mr. Bodyman.
Yeah, Mr. Bodyman. We've been waiting on Mr. Bodyman since like June.
I know. He
It's
told
supposed
me.
to be done in June.
He told me.
Yeah, dude, he called me, dude. He felt really bad, and it's not his fault at all. Like, first off, I told him I'm not rushing anything. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, whenever he's ready, I've got the money. Just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Looking at it in there, though, I'm going to take those valve covers off and polish them, and then I'll decide if I want to stick with those or use the ones I bought from Gary.
Yeah.
I got those black racing ones with the red letters, which I
I
really
like those. I think they look pretty good.
Well, I think they'll look really good on that with a red motor.
Yeah.
Boosted, I think you're actually one of the short list of most of the people that have been waiting to get their cars finished. Most people have been waiting.
And he's gone. All right, Anthony. Either your phone died or you hopped out, but later. I'm gonna get some phone back.
Yeah.
Yep. Pinks, how you doing, man? Sorry you're in there for
I'm
Christmas. Are you gonna get out before New Year's?
I'm either supposed to be out tomorrow or the day after. They originally were saying Wednesday, but then I got my progress report that said I was good to go on everything, but leaving Thursday. That may just be because on Thursday they're scheduled to pull my staples out of the last 5 incision areas. I didn't realize that front incision I had 22 staples in it.
Boosted. The funny thing is about that, Boosted, is that I remember that video of you're at the dude's property or something, and I think that was before. I want to say that was before I was monetized. That was a while ago.
There, baby.
Anyone interested?
Who, you're getting rid of 2 of them, Frank, for that truck?
See you later, Anthony. Talk, man.
Either that or it's one orange and green car.
Well, what time is it? 11:40.
It is
11:40 your time.
See, unlike you guys, not and Pinks. Pinks has an excuse, but you, Matt, I have to work tomorrow.
Huh.
Some of us gotta. Oh, here, hold on. I can't go now. What's up, Boosted?
Tomorrow.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Boosted?
I was about to shut this thing down, but I'll hang on for.
Well, man, you go ahead and shut it down. I ain't got nothing to do till 29th of January. So.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
I ain't got nothing to do until the 9th of January.
You off,
when I go
Pink?
back to work. I'm off until the 9th.
Holler at me tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm stuck in rehab, but
Oh, didn't you had surgery? Did
yeah, I had surgery a little over a week, so 2 weeks ago.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm in the market for a new little daily, so I'm not putting so many miles on my diesel.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Focuses, and I've owned many of the regular ones too, not just the STs, and they're fine for commuters, but the ST's more fun.
I've been looking at a bunch of different stuff. My dad does have like a nicer BMW 3 Series. It's like a 3.2 something, but the interior and all is nice. It's that Le Mans. Yeah, it's a Le Mans blue. I thought about it, and then I thought about a Maxima, Mustang. I thought about a bunch of different things.
Just buy whatever fits your budget, and you'll enjoy it.
That's kind of where I'm at. I ain't trying to do no race car stuff no more.
A little, Gary. You're off the rocker.
So what is the all right, people with Fox bodies who are in here or know stuff about Fox bodies. What is the go-to trusted EFI system?
Holly.
If you're swapping off a carb.
Like
right now,
which Holly though? There's like 3 of them, aren't there?
That's a question for Funky.
That's what I'm saying. I remember Funky having this discussion. I couldn't remember which one.
You could
he
get
went with
away
Aces.
You could get away with a sniper. Depends on what power. If you want a 600 below, you can go sniper. If you want more than that.
Well, wasn't
to go to
Funky
Terminator.
saying one of them like there's an issue with the ECU or something
The
like
sniper.
that?
The sniper, because the ECU's right there on top with the carburetor.
Which one doesn't have that? Terminator.
I think the
Don't know.
Terminator is an upgrade. I've had a sniper on 2 different things, and I never had a single issue out of them.
Yeah.
But the Terminator is definitely an upgrade, and it's better for like future. If you want to go more horsepower, it's a better. You might as well get it if you're ever thinking about upgrading or anything.
Well, I'm just curious. I mean, again, like that's all. It's all nice to talk about, but end of the day, if I don't have the dollars in my wallet, then it's not happening.
I
think
want
the
to
sniper's
turn this
problem
side by side.
is they've gone
You wanna what?
downhill a little bit.
This thing's got 200 horsepower right now. The side by side I got, the Can-Am.
Yeah.
They make a kit of just a tune. I can get 260 horsepower up to 400.
That's crazy.
Retarded.
Yeah.
I mean,
That looks like a fun one.
well,
that trailer yet?
what's up?
Yeah, I sold it today.
Okay. I had a feeling you'd sell it quick. If I had the money, I'd have bought it for me in a heartbeat.
Gents, I do have to work
I had it
tomorrow,
on a deal. That's a good deal.
so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I apologize. Boosted. We should chat some more later.
All right, bro.
I gotta get some sleep, guys.
All right, bro. We will.
All right. You guys all have a good one.
Have a good night. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and have a happy New Year.
All right, later, guys.
Later.